Have you ever reached for a juicy orange or a refreshing grapefruit? Maybe even a delicious tomato in your salad, and then hesitated? Because you know that familiar burn might be waiting for you later? Or maybe you just preemptively pop an antacid, thinking you're being smart and nipping any potential heartburn in the bud? As we get a little older, let's be honest, things that used to slide right through us can sometimes cause a bit of, shall we say, digestive drama. We've earned our wisdom, we've seen a few things, and we definitely know when something just doesn't feel quite right with our bodies. But lately, I've been wondering, are we really handling this whole acidic fruit and antacid situation in the best way possible? Because I've started to suspect we might be missing a trick or two, and maybe even doing ourselves a bit of a disservice in the long run. Now, think about this for a moment. We've all been there, right? That uncomfortable feeling after enjoying something a little tangy. And the quick fix, the go-to for so many of us, is the trusty antacid. It's like a fire extinguisher for that burning sensation in your chest. It works fast, and it gives you almost instant relief. But here's the thing that's been nagging at me: is it really solving the problem? Or is it just papering over the cracks, so to speak? Think about it. We're told fruits are good for us, packed with vitamins and all that good stuff. Acidic fruits are no exception. They're full of vitamin C, antioxidants, all sorts of wonderful things that our bodies crave, especially as we get older. But then, if they cause discomfort, and we just automatically reach for an antacid, are we actually addressing why they're causing discomfort in the first place? Are we just silencing a signal our body might be sending us? I started digging into this, and what I discovered was actually pretty eye-opening. It turns out, just neutralizing the acid with an antacid might not be the smartest move, especially in the long run. It's a bit like turning off the smoke alarm instead of putting out the fire. The alarm stops beeping, sure, but the underlying issue is still there. And for those of us with a few more miles on the clock, understanding the why behind these things becomes even more important. We want to enjoy our food, we want to stay healthy, and we want to do it the right way, not just the easiest way. So, that brings me to what I've been really diving into: understanding how our bodies actually handle acidic fruits, and why just popping an antacid might be a bit of a short-sighted solution. It's all about looking beyond the quick fix and understanding the bigger picture of our digestive health. And what I've learned is actually quite fascinating and surprisingly simple. Once you break it down, it's not about demonizing antacids or even avoiding acidic fruits altogether. It's about being smarter, more informed, and more in tune with what our bodies are really telling us. It's about neutralizing the problem the right way, not just the symptoms. Now, let's talk about the real benefits of actually understanding this whole antacid and acidic fruit interaction. Firstly, and maybe most importantly, it's about long-term digestive comfort. Constantly relying on antacids can actually disrupt your natural stomach acid balance over time, and stomach acid, believe it or not, isn't the enemy. It's essential for breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, especially those vital minerals and vitamins we need as we age, and even protecting us from harmful bacteria. Think of stomach acid as your body's first line of defense, and a key player in the digestion game. If we're constantly suppressing it with antacids, especially when we don't really need to, we might be unintentionally hindering these crucial processes. I've read insights from digestive health experts, and they often emphasize that while occasional antacid use is fine, making it a regular habit, particularly around meals or acidic fruits, can lead to what's called rebound acidity. This is where your stomach, sensing the lack of acid, actually starts producing more acid to compensate. It's like a seesaw effect, and it can actually make the problem worse in the long run. Plus, and this is a big one for us in our prime years, proper nutrient absorption is absolutely critical for maintaining energy levels, bone health, and overall vitality. If we're not properly digesting and absorbing nutrients, because our stomach acid is constantly being neutralized, we could be missing out on vital building blocks for our health. Understanding this whole dance between acidic fruits and antacids allows us to take a more balanced approach. It's not about deprivation or constant medication, it's about working with our bodies, not against them, to enjoy the foods we love and maintain our digestive health in the best way possible. It's about feeling good, inside and out, and that's something we all deserve. Okay, so let's get into some of the common pitfalls, those storytelling mistakes, if you will, that we might be making when it comes to antacids and acidic fruits. And trust me, I've been guilty of these myself. One of the biggest mistakes, and I discovered you must never fall into this trap. If you want to avoid digestive issues down the line, is treating antacids like they're a free pass to eat whatever you want, whenever you want. It's like thinking you can just put a band-aid on a broken leg and keep running a marathon. Antacids are designed for occasional relief, not as a dietary crutch. Another habit that can really backfire is preemptively taking antacids before eating acidic fruits, just in case. This is like silencing the smoke alarm. Before there's even any smoke, you're messing with your stomach, acid levels unnecessarily, and potentially hindering your digestion right from the start. And here's another one I learned the hard way: ignoring the signals your body is sending you. If you consistently get heartburn after eating acidic fruits, it's not just about the fruit itself. It might be a sign of something else going on, like eating too quickly, eating too much in one sitting, or even underlying digestive sensitivities. Just masking the symptoms with antacids without paying attention to these signals is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. Eventually, something bigger might break down. I discovered you must never dismiss those little digestive whispers. They're actually important messages from your body trying to tell you something. And finally, relying solely on over-the-counter antacids for persistent or severe heartburn is a habit you absolutely must break. If you're finding yourself reaching for antacids regularly, it's definitely time to chat with a doctor. It could be a sign of something more serious, and self-treating can actually delay proper diagnosis and treatment. Now, let's flip the script and talk about the best practices, the synergistic elements that really amplify our digestive well-being when it comes to acidic fruits. What I learned is to always focus on mindful eating for maximum impact. Instead of just wolfing down our food, especially those delicious oranges or tomatoes, let's slow down, chew thoroughly, and savor each bite. This gives your stomach a head start on digestion and can make a huge difference in how you feel afterwards. Another game changer I discovered is to always pair acidic fruits with other foods, especially those that are naturally alkaline. Think about adding some avocado to your tomato salad, or enjoying your grapefruit with a bit of yogurt. This helps to balance out the acidity and can make it much gentler on your stomach. What I learned is to always listen to your body and pay attention to portion sizes for maximum comfort. It's not about avoiding acidic fruits altogether. It's about finding the right amount that works for your individual system. Maybe a whole grapefruit is too much, but half is just perfect. Experiment and find your sweet spot. And here's a practice that really amplifies the emotional resonance of your digestive system. Consider when you eat your acidic fruits. Eating them on an empty stomach might be more likely to cause discomfort for some. Try enjoying them as part of a meal, or as a snack between meals, rather than first thing in the morning or late at night. And finally, and this is crucial, what I learned is to always prioritize a balanced diet overall for maximum long-term digestive health. Focus on incorporating plenty of fiber-rich foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats into your daily meals. A well-rounded diet supports overall digestive function and can make you less susceptible to heartburn and discomfort, regardless of whether you're enjoying acidic fruits or not. So, how can we actually put this into practice in our everyday lives? Well, one of the most helpful things I've found is to start keeping a little food diary. Just for a week or two. Nothing fancy. Just jot down what you eat and how you feel afterwards, especially after eating acidic fruits. This can help you identify your personal triggers and patterns. Another practical tip is to experiment with when you eat acidic fruits. Try having them at different times of the day and with different meals to see what works best for you. For example, maybe you find you can enjoy a glass of orange juice with breakfast, if you also have some toast and eggs, but it bothers you if you drink it on an empty stomach. And when you do have a craving for something acidic, like a lemon in your water or a squeeze of lime on your fish, don't be afraid to enjoy it. Just be mindful of portion sizes and how your body is reacting. If you do experience occasional heartburn after eating acidic fruits, instead of immediately reaching for an antacid, try some natural remedies first. A glass of water, a cup of herbal tea like chamomile or ginger, or even a small spoonful of yogurt might be enough to soothe your stomach. And if you're analyzing your favorite meals or recipes, think about how you can incorporate some of these best practices. Maybe you can add a dollop of sour cream to your tomato soup, or include some avocado in your citrus salad. It's all about making small, sustainable changes that can have a big impact on your digestive comfort. And remember, it's a journey of discovery, not a race to perfection. Be patient with yourself, listen to your body, and celebrate the small victories along the way. Now, before we wrap up, a few important things to keep in mind. The Harmon Circle, or in our case, understanding this whole antacid and acidic fruit dynamic, is a fantastic guideline, but it's not a rigid formula. Everyone's body is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. So, it's crucial to listen to your own body's signals and adjust accordingly. And please remember, if you are experiencing frequent or severe heartburn, or if you have any other digestive concerns, please don't just rely on over-the-counter antacids and home remedies. It's absolutely essential to consult with a doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you rule out any underlying medical conditions and develop a personalized plan that's right for you. And finally, and this is a really important lesson I've learned, don't fall into the trap of thinking that neutralizing stomach acid is always the answer. Stomach acid plays a vital role in digestion and overall health. Our goal should be to support healthy digestion naturally, not just suppress symptoms with medication. Understanding the spirit of this approach, rather than just mechanically following tips, is key to long-term digestive well-being and enjoying all the delicious foods, including those wonderful acidic fruits, that life has to offer. So, there you have it. Hopefully, this has shed some light on the whole antacid and acidic fruit situation, and given you some food for thought, pun intended. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. And please, share this video with anyone you think might benefit from it. Maybe a friend who's always reaching for the antacids, or someone who's hesitant to enjoy those delicious acidic fruits. Now, I'm really curious to hear from you in the comments below. What are your experiences with antacids and acidic fruits? Do you have any tips or tricks that work for you? Or maybe you have a favorite acidic fruit recipe that you'd like to share. Let's get a conversation going in the comments and learn from each other's experiences. Until next time, take care and happy, healthy eating.